Well, hopefully I get somebody to edit these videos and add the two together. I just ended one video, but I forgot to say, speaking on that first one, I was talking about the first one, the battle against that first one. I forgot to say, somebody offered me a drink, since I've been out. And I told him, I said, hey, I'm not one of the ones that can do that. He said, oh, you could just have a sip. No, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of the ones that could just take a sip. Because if I take a sip, I want more, I want more, I want more. And as the more it goes, the more crazier it gets. I'm one of the ones that black out and wake up and be like, damn, what did I do? Everybody telling me, you said this or you did that. And I'm like, damn, I ain't do that. And that's because I don't remember none of it. So knowing that, what will make me think that I can handle one drink? And that's the part of the first step. How can I say that I admit that my life has become unmanageable, or I can't control it, that my addiction is taking over, I'm powerless to my addiction? How can I admit that out my mouth, but not with action? See, I can say all day long, I'm powerless over I can say that all day long and then go take a drink. So if I do that, that doesn't mean I didn't admit it. I ain't admitted to myself. I admitted it verbally, but not in action. Admitting it in action is by saying, hey, I can't have a drink. Because if I have a drink, everything goes nuts. Everything gets crazy. So Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Aki, how are you? How are you?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah. I just seen one of my Muslim brothers. Assalamu alaikum. It feel good. Like back in the days. That's a prime example right there. Like if I was out here doing bad, all these Muslims out here, I can't walk by my Muslim brother and be like, Assalamu alaikum. Because if I do, I'm looking bad, so it felt good to leave from a meeting. See one of my Muslim brothers, I ain't got to hide from him, salam alaikum, and just greet him, But back to what I was saying. Me admitting that I'm powerless over this addiction, me admitting that if I use, I can't control it, is by me telling somebody, hey, no, I can't have that drink because I know where it's going to lead to. I know that I can't handle it. So that's admitting it. That's admitting it. Like in the physical form, not just verbally saying, hey, I'm powerless over my addiction, my life become unmanageable. No, I'm admitting it by saying, no, I can't have that drink because if I do, my life will become unmanageable. My life will get out of control like it has 1,000 times before. So now it's time to put everything into action that I do know. And I think that's the best way for me to work these steps. Like in the past, I would be like, yeah, that's easy. Okay, yeah, I can admit I'm on step 2. It's easy for me to just admit, hey, yeah, man, my life is unmanageable. I'm at rock bottom. If I drank, man, I blacked out and I woke up in jail with 8 new charges. That's easy. It's easy to say, but then go and grab a drink. But I'm not trying to do none of that no more. I'm done, man. I did 11 years in prison. I got robbery charges. I got drug charges. I got all these charges on my back that I done been in prison and did time for, still facing stuff out here now. Why put myself deeper in a hole when I could just beat that first one? Because if I beat that first one, none of that stuff ever comes up. There's never a time where I've been sober and just went out and committed a crime. There's never a time where I've been sober and just went out and robbed somebody. Never a time where I've been sober and just ripped somebody off. Never a time where I've been sober and just had a fight with somebody and just beat them up for no reason. But getting high or drunk, oh yeah, all that happens. So my whole criminal activity, my whole criminal lifestyle, my whole everything came from being drunk or high. So if I remove that, if I remove doing that first one, then I ain't got to worry about that anymore. Like even as I'm walking out, I'm walking by a old house I used to get high at, a whole house I used to, they say people, places, and things, but I have to go this way. But, like looking at it now, all these memories come up of all the things that happened in this area I'm walking through right now. Like, for what? What was I doing it all for? So right now this feels good to share with everybody about beating that first one, beating that first hit. And it all come with admitting. Not admitting out the mouth, but admitting physically, admitting in reality, like, hey, I can't do this because if I do, I'm different than you. Maybe you can go have a drink. Maybe you can just do one drink or one hit and be cool. I'm not that person. I can't do that. If I do, that's when all hell breaks loose. That's when I become a whole different individual. It's like a metamorphosis. I mutate, and I'm tired of mutating. I don't want to be a zombie no more. I don't want to be a demon no more. I want to be a God-fearing man, living life, doing good, and taking care of my kids and being a man. And with that, I'm gone, y'all. Salam alaikum. Recovery in the raw starts now, the insanity of it all.